Hey guys, Kevin here.
And Bridie, and we're here with our friend Allie. And today, we're going to be talking about static electricity.
Like we've mentioned before, everything is made up of tiny particles, or atoms. These atoms are made of even smaller particles. These are known as protons, neutrons, and electrons. These are all very different particles. Protons are positively charged, neutrons have no charge, and electrons are negatively charged.
Electrons are able to move freely between different atoms. When these electrons move, the atoms that lose or gain the electrons can become positively or negatively charged. If you ever rubbed a balloon on your head and gotten your hair to stick up, that's a perfect example of electrons jumping from one thing to another.
If you've ever heard of the saying that opposites attract, it's because they do. If you have a positively charged proton, it likes to be paired with a negatively charged electron. But if you have two positively charged protons, they repel each other. So, if you take the balloon and rub it on your head, the electrons jump from your hair onto the balloon, causing the balloon to be negatively charged and your hair to be positively charged. And this is what causes your hair to stand up like a mad scientist.
Here we have a Van de Graaff generator. This machine pulls electrons from the Earth and then it moves them on a belt that runs through the center of the machine. Once they reach the sphere at the top, they stay there. This is because the top is a sphere, so that the electrons can become more evenly distributed.
If you stand above the ground and put your hand on this while it's running, your body will be pumped full of electrons. Here, you can see Allie's hair sticking up, telling us that her body is filled with electrons.
Now, if we all stand in a line, hold hands, and make sure that we aren't grounded, the electrons from the Van de Graaff will build up inside of all of our bodies.
Then, whenever the person at the end grounds themselves, all three people feel the shock.
So now we know. 1, there are protons, which have a positive charge, electrons, which have a negative charge, and neutrons, which have no charge.
2, electrons can move freely between atoms, making it possible for things to become charged differently than they normally would be.
3, opposites attract and like charges repel, which causes your strands of hair to repel away from each other whenever you're touching a machine like this.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys next time.